My mic's been muted this whole time. I did a goof. I, I mean, at this rate, it's pretty easy to recap. We were talking like the setup for the lounge, you know, to be or like the setup for the podcast. It's us at the store picking out a nice couch, more along the lines of like an L or U shape because it's nice and big, allowing us to fit a lot of people. But we're prioritizing comfort, so maybe like a recliner part of the couch, which those couches are actually really cool. The ones that can recline as well. You know the ones I'm talking about.
I don't know. Couches for me are very. I don't really care as long as I can either, if I can sit on it comfortably,
or sleep on it.
If I can sleep on it comfortably.
Right. Next we were talking about Borderlands, motion controls, the possibility of having like a gun, or at least for like VR, using like a gun-shaped controller,
Yeah,
which would be really interesting.
They definitely do have that because for PS4 they had a VR game. I forget what it's called. They had fucking pretty much a PlayStation.
That's actually really interesting. I haven't seen that one yet.
Yeah, but I mean, to be honest, I don't know how I feel about that, because like,
Yeah.
if I'm playing Berserker, and I like the Berserker game, I don't think it's going to work well, considering I would have to probably, I don't know how that one works.
You know, that's a really good point. I like that point.
Yeah, I don't really know how it works in that VR for that.
Yeah. So like, there's one thing I did want to say about Borderlands 3 though, is the possibility of like multiple planets. Like you would have like Pandora and then like other planets with faults on them, and how that would play into it.
I mean, they showed it off.
Yeah.
In, the ending of Borderlands 2, spoiler alert, but like, my thing is I kind of just don't want it to be, at that point I feel like it would just almost become an MMO, and I don't want that.
Well, at the same time, I feel like opening each vault wouldn't be as significant anymore, because it's like, alright, we're at this planet, we're opening this one, boom, we're at this next planet, we're opening this one, and it would just be back and forth.
Just monotonous at that point.
Yeah, well, in Borderlands 1, it's like the whole end game was getting that vault open. Borderlands 2 is like...
All the other ones, except for pre-sequel, which was a really different one, but like, at the end of the day, it's all about like, just the adventure of just getting to the vault.
Yeah, right, and I feel like...
Just always going for like multiple vaults, it's like...
the adventure wouldn't be as significant.
It's almost like checking things off a list at that point, and I feel like that would ruin how the game feels.
Yeah. Last Borderlands related thing, characters. Now, do you think they're gonna have it similar like Borderlands 1 and 2, where you only play as certain people and the rest are NPCs? Or do you think all the previous Vault Hunters would be in the game?
I mean, honestly, I'd like to have all the Vault Hunters be in the game. I don't know how I feel about playing as the original Vault Hunters. Just because that's one of the things I've always liked, is getting a new cast of characters that also complement the old characters, so when they see them and meet up with them and shit.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think it'd be nice to play as like the Borderlands 2 characters again, and then have the Borderlands 1 characters be like in charge, or maybe fight alongside of you in battle. But
yeah,
maybe
but
not.
That almost defeats
Yeah.
the purpose of having any new Vault Hunters if they're just gonna let you play as any of the older ones.
No, I mean, they could like change them up and like do new skill trees and stuff, but at the same time, I get what you're saying. I mean, they could do like a mix of new and old.
Yeah,
That would complement each
other. I'd have to wait and see how it goes. But honestly, going back to characters, I think the only thing I really want to say is I don't know if they're gonna try and make it. It's confirmed canon, the Telltale thing, right?
Yeah, to my understanding, it is.
Okay, well, two things I have to say. One, if anything, I feel like they try to add Reese and it's Sasha, right?
Yeah. No, Reese and Fiona, I thought, and then Sasa was the sister.
Fiona. Yeah, the Sasha girl is her sister. I feel that if they did do that, I wouldn't mind them being actual characters in the game. But at the same time, if that's the case, that means Scooter's officially dead. Spoiler alert.
Which would really
suck. A Telltale game like that kinda irks me.
Yeah, I agree. Because a lot of people still don't even know about it, honestly.
Yeah, because not a lot of people played it.
Right.
Like, a lot of people are gonna play it.
I agree. Moving on. Let me see what's next up on our list. The Epic Launcher. I know we talked about this a little bit. Like I don't know if you've downloaded it. Well, I'm pretty sure you still have it downloaded, the Fortnite launcher, and it's like updated to
have
like.
the Epic Games launcher. I
Yeah.
have no games from it downloaded.
I do not either. They're giving away, I think, it's Subnautic for free starting tomorrow, and then at 4 days later they're gonna do Super Meat Boy, which I mean I'm gonna grab them just to have them on my Epic launcher so it's not so empty. And I was actually wanting to give Subnautic a try because it looked pretty good, so that's gonna be good.
You're cutting out, my guy.
Oof, that's a big one, bad.
I mean, I don't know if you're cutting. I don't know if it's gonna cut out for you, like in the like session for you, but like for me, I can't.
I mean, I'm recording off my PlayStation right now, so it's not cutting out for me. On your side it is, which is a shame. What I was saying was Subnautic is going to be free starting tomorrow, and that's going to go until the 18th, I believe, and then they're going to do Super Meat Boy for another 4 days following that.
Wait, how are you recording us talking on the PlayStation?
Oh, I'm using Discord on my phone.
But how are you recording what we're saying?
Because you're playing through my mic with me, so they can hear both of us.
Huh.
Yeah, I know, it's really interesting. It's probably going to sound horrible in the end, but like Borderlands wasn't downloaded on my PC in time, and I wanted to play it.
Yeah. That's fair. What was the topic again? Sorry,
We were talking about like the free games coming to the Epic Games launcher. So Subnautic for 4 days, and then 4 days later it's gonna be Super Meat Boy, sorry. Which
I mean, honestly, I don't. This is gonna sound bad, but I really don't care.
yeah.
Like, to be honest with you, I feel the Epic Games launcher is strictly for the PC crowd. Like, I do like playing PC games. I like playing like some games on my PC.
Yeah, but you're not as big on it anymore.
I collect retro consoles.
Mhm.
I play mostly gaming consoles. Like, I'm a console guy. Like that's just how I've always liked to play my games. So I always feel more relaxed playing on a console than I do on like a PC.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I see the appeal. Dude, I think the better question to ask is because everyone, as soon as anyone brings out a launcher, they're like, okay, compare to Steam. And
Yeah.
I'm like, I mean, it's fair to compare, but like, I don't know. I don't think it would take a lot for it to try and topple Steam, realistically. Because Steam is just such a trusted brand, and they've done so much for just PC gaming as well as like, and like just changing the gaming landscape in general.
Yeah.
So like, it's really hard to say. But I mean, I think that's really the only thing I can try and offer is do I feel that it's going to be bigger than Steam. And I mean, I've seen a lot of developers recently try and do their own thing to get away from Steam. Which I think is extremely interesting.
I definitely agree, and you know, is it going to beat Steam? Probably not. I definitely think it's a interesting move though, just because of like what it's offering in terms to like indie developers and stuff. So it's more of a thing to help out the little guy. It's gonna allow for more indie games to be developed. We might get another big game like along the lines of Minecraft. Probably not, but it's possible with the support to indie developers. I definitely think, you know, Steam's gonna, or Valve at least, is gonna maybe probably put some more work into Steam to make it more appealing for people so they don't switch over.
I mean, honestly, I think my big thing with the whole indie games thing is the fact that I feel like indie games are hard to get. Like, it's hard for people to get indie games on console. Because, like, I don't know how it is for a PlayStation or Xbox. I don't know how easy it is or anything. But I know Nintendo has been giving a lot of love to indie developers. Like, a shit ton of fucking love. And I think it's really cool because I'm seeing a lot of games go on. I've never heard of
Okay, give me this. Okay, my controller had a stroke in the middle of me playing.
that's problem.
Right. I just had. Our next topic is like game of the year. God of War 1, which was really awesome because voice acting they did great. The game looks amazing.
Gonna be honest with you.
Uh-huh.
Was pleasantly surprised.
Yeah.
Because the way the awards were going, it seems like they were just gonna ride Red Dead 2's dick. And honestly, like, just to keep in mind for the folks at home, I didn't touch any of the games game of the year.
Uh-huh.
None of them. So, like, I don't have any bias towards any of them, other than my previous experiences with other games along with them. Like, I played a bunch of Spider-Man games growing up as a kid. I liked the God of War series. I played the first Red Dead and enjoyed it. Celeste, I heard it's a great indie game. But
it looked really interesting.
I don't even remember what the 5th game was, gonna be honest with you.
I think it was Octopath Traveler.
I don't know. I would have remembered something like that.
I don't know. It's something like that.
Yeah, let me look it up real quick just to keep it professional, I guess.
Keep it
That's what you want to call this podcast.
keep it informed.
Look right here.
That arm must have belonged to a seamstress or something.
Okay.
Want to meet my girlfriend?
Nominees.
Let me see the game of the year. Oh my gosh. Oh shit, there was like 2 other games. So, game of the year nominees were Assassin's Creed Odyssey,
Oh shit.
Celeste, God of War, Marvel Spider-Man, Monster Hunter World, and Red Dead 2.
Oh, okay. So we forgot Monster Hunter and Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, didn't play any of these games.
I played a little bit of Red Dead 2, and my main takeaway from it is, God, the snow is fucking amazing. God of War looked really good though.
Honestly, pleasantly surprised by God of War winning, and I'm really happy that it won. But the only upsetting thing, the one thing I was upset about when you mentioned it, when you mentioned voice acting, I was really ticked off at the fact that Red Dead beat out God of War for that.
Yeah, I agree. Read it, boy.
Because, like, God of War's got good voice acting, like, Red Dead's got good voice acting, sure. But God of War just has that, like, it's got that cast that's, like, almost like Last of Us quality cast, like, you feel what they say. At least that's what I feel whenever just I hear, like, the voice clips and shit like that.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, come on, does Red Dead have a meme centered around has Red Dead become a meme? I don't think so.
A little bit, you know. I got a plan.
Line-wise, I don't think so.
It has like 1 or 2, but you know, it wasn't nearly as big as Boy.
What are they?
It's just like Dutch talking about having a plan and having some goddamn faith and stuff. I don't know. Nathan's been talking about them a lot.
I don't know, because, like, I don't hear any fucking quotes or see people typing out any quotes from fucking Red Dead Redemption 2 as far as memes go, but I see fucking Boy everywhere on Twitter, and I think it's amazing.
Yeah, that's fair. I haven't really. I mean, I seen Boy all over. I haven't really seen them where, like you were saying.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I thought I was done with this mission.
But I mean, honestly, I wouldn't have been about yeah, only because, see, I kind of would have, just because it felt like Red Dead was just winning everything.
Yeah, I mean, from that point of
And,
view,
like, sure,
I get what
if
you're
it's,
saying.
like, the best, and sure, it's like, if it deserves it, it deserves it, but, like, it made the Game Awards seem more like a popularity contest than more than, like, something that was supposed to be taken seriously.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. You know, it's fuck, I failed this mission. You know, that makes sense. Spider-Man was pretty good this year as well. Or at least it looked really good. I haven't played it.
I mean, I've watched Kyle play through it,
Mhm.
and yeah, it's fucking bonkers. Like as soon as I first saw him playing, I'm like, this is definitely a game of the
So,
year contender.
one thing I would like to point out is like the camera feature on it or whatever, where you're taking the pictures.
From an arms dealer.
I think
Man's gotta
it's
protect his business
really
after
cool.
all.
Mhm.
I'm gonna need you to pick up the
I seen some of them, and there's some really good ones out there, and that's one thing I was
Yeah,
really
it's
looking
like,
forward
I
to.
just see people using it all the time when it first came out. Like, some of it was really fucking neat. Like, I saw it, I was just like, damn, this is really cool.
Yeah.
It's just something that they did, and it keeps true to the character of Peter Parker.
Yeah, right. They had a cutscene too for Pizza Time, and it cracked me up.
Yeah, it's funny.
God of War, I'm hoping I get soon because it looks phenomenal, and I have all three of them, or like the three main ones. I don't have
Yeah, I mean, I'm
the
definitely
side
planning
one.
on getting every game that was nominated for Game of the Year and
Yeah,
everything.
I
'Cause,
agree
like,
too.
You know,
Maybe not
you know how
Celeste
my
or
collection's working.
yeah.
So, like I'm gonna get them anyway. So.
I might get Celeste or Assassin's Creed Odyssey, but I'm not really planning on it right now. The rest I do.
See, I don't know how much time I'm gonna put into the Assassin's Creed games because, like, you know, I'm not that big into
Right,
Assassin's Creed
and
or anything.
my thing with this one is it had a lot of grinding in it.
You saying?
Odyssey had a lot of grinding, from what I've been
Yeah,
told.
they made. I feel like they've been just working on making like, the Assassin's Creed game more RPGs.
Yeah.
They are action adventure
Mhm.
games.
Which I don't necessarily agree with that move, but I think if they do it right, it could be a good one.
I mean, Assassin's Creed's just in a weird spot.
Yeah.
Because it's falling into the same trip. It fell into the same trip if it gets released every year.
Yeah, and I think developers should start putting more time into their games. Or at least stop doing yearly releases, maybe do every other year. Something to give more life to the games.
I mean, I know we're gonna jump to a different topic when I say this, but the Fallout 76 could have used it.
I definitely agree. Because it's just along the lines of, you know, how much better it could have turned out if they just took time to fix bugs before launching.
Well, I mean, like, I don't know. I just feel there's a lot that the Bethesda just needs to consider before trying to release another one of their games.
Well, every joke they at least featured it, and it was like Todd Howard talking about like how they know they have bugs in their game, and then they did little to nothing with it at launch. Like instead of even delaying it like at least a month, they're just like, nope, here it is.
Honestly, I think the project was just too ambitious for what they could have done. Because, like, yeah, they have experience with Elder Scrolls Online, but Fallout 76 is not an MMO.
Yeah, and I mean they
It's
play
not an
completely
MMO
different.
RPG in the slightest.
Uh-huh.
And, like, I don't know, I just feel like Fallout didn't transition well enough. If
I mean-
they had done something smaller, like maybe go, like, 4-player co-op, like, yeah, I think that would be sweet.
Yeah, I think
Just do it how Borderlands did it.
that's what me and Brandon were talking about is the 4-player co-op approach rather than the I think it's
Good hustle.
32 players or something right now.
Your box.
Yeah, see, I feel like they just got too ambitious with it.
And the
Not to
main
mention they're running on it. Okay, question as far as engines go. Is the Elder Scrolls Online running on the same engine as,
to my knowledge it
Fallout
is.
76?
To my knowledge it is. Fuck. I'm trying to think. Because they play a lot differently, so I'm not too sure. I want to say yeah.
That's the weird thing too. Is like I don't know how you guys feel about this, but like when I was talking to Alec about it, he said I wouldn't want a new engine if it compromised how the game felt. And honestly, now that I really think about it, so this is gonna be different. Our opinions are probably gonna be different just based on me asking. When you are in a Bethesda engine, or you think about Bethesda, what's the first game that pops up to your mind?
Fallout New Vegas.
See, it's so different. Mine's Elder Scrolls.
Really?
Yeah, because like I don't, like, not to sound like an ass, because, like, I do like Fallout for what it is. It's just, you give me a fucking Fallout game and a Elder Scrolls game, and it's like, you get to choose, and you're gonna play that for the rest of your life. You can play the franchise, I'm like, alright, Fallout, bye.
Right. I mean...
Because, I mean, think about it. They've been running on the same engine, they've been using the same engine since, like, the 90s.
It's about 20 years old, yeah.
Yeah, so, when you look at it that way, the Elder Scrolls has been on that engine longer and has had multiple entries on that engine more than Fallout. So when people say that it's Bethesda's it's a Fallout engine, I would disagree. I'd say I get more of an Elder Scrolls vibe from when I play a Bethesda game.
I mean,
when I think Bethesda, I'm like Elder Scrolls because that's what their baby is.
I mean, I understand that, and you know, they've done phenomenal with Elder Scrolls. It's just New Vegas was my favorite game. Bethesda didn't even make it. It was Obsidian, and fuck, it was so good.
I mean, that's another thing. It's like Obsidian did it.
Yeah. Like
it's like almost leaps and bounds better than honestly, I like it better than Fallout 4.
Yeah. I mean, I do too.
And on some occasions, I like it better than Fallout 3. And Fallout 3 is my favorite Fallout.
It depends on what aspects we're talking about. Because, you know, Fallout 3 definitely did a lot that was good. New Vegas built upon that. And then I felt 4 was 4. This is about all I can say for that. I definitely think a new engine would help them out quite a bit.
Yeah, I mean, the way I see it, if you really wanted to, like, make better games and, like, make your games feel good and feel next gen, like you talk about all the time, then go next gen. Make a new engine.
Right.
Stop revamping an engine that's on life support at this rate.
I would like to say though that Bethesda's been killing it with Elder Scrolls 3, 4, 5, all phenomenal. I said Bethesda's been killing it with Elder Scrolls. To be fair.
Yeah, I mean they've had Elder Scrolls. I mean they've had Elder Scrolls since the very beginning.
Yeah. I mean, Morrowind's renowned as one of the greatest games ever made.
Without Elder Scrolls, Bethesda would really have nothing.
Yeah. I get what you're saying. But you know, look at it. Morrowind. It's renowned as one of their greatest games. Oblivion was pretty fun. I played a good amount of it. I love the arena fighting. I don't know if you ever did that when you played Oblivion, but it was a lot of fun. And then Skyrim, you know.
So I mean, here's the thing, right? When you look at a Fallout game, for as great as it is, and it may seem like I'm bashing Fallout. I'm not. It's just how many times for Fallout 3 being as good as it is, how many remasters have you seen of it? How many ports and console releases have you seen for the game?
Probably along the lines of the amount of times Resident Evil 4 has been done over.
Fallout 3?
No, Resident Evil 4.
No, Fallout 3 has as many console ports as Resident Evil 4.
Yeah.
I disagree.
No. Sorry. I'm talking about Skyrim. Skyrim and Resident Evil 4. They definitely seem to be done a lot.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's the point I was getting to. Skyrim has been ported over so many times because people love it and they keep wanting to see it.
Yeah.
How often do you see that happen with Fallout 3?
You know, they haven't. As far as I know, you know, because you have like the Xbox, the last gen.
Technically 3 platforms.
Yeah.
Technically 4 if you want to count fucking.
You're very efficient. I respect that.
iOS is something completely different. But, I mean, that's the thing. It's like, I don't know. I just feel like.
Please.
I don't know. I feel like obviously the Elder Scrolls fans are there. It's super massive. But like, I feel like everyone just wants to bring up Fallout whenever it becomes a Bethesda conversation.
Which,
like,
you know.
Yeah, but Elder Scrolls is cool too.
Yeah, and I feel like they care more for Elder Scrolls as well. Like, because like you said, Skyrim's been remastered such a ridiculous amount of times, or ported at least. That's the better word. You know, they've done so much with it compared to, you know, Fallout 3 and New Vegas. They haven't really done anything with.
Yeah. I mean, trust me, I would like to see them try and do like Fallout. See, here's what I think would be cool. If they wanted to do a new engine, instead of putting it in a new game, remaster one of the old Fallouts.
To show what the engine's capable of.
Before you do Starbound or whatever the hell
Starfield.
It's going to be called, and Elder Scrolls 6, because as far as I know, they say they're using the same engine for Fallout 76 as those games, and that genuinely does concern me.
Yeah, because it's definitely showing its age.
And I mean, sure, you can say that, oh, it's because it was used online and everything, but you can't do, but if Elder Scrolls Online uses the same engine as Fallout 76, you can't use that argument.
I mean, I'm genuinely curious now if they are the same engine, because they feel quite different. In terms of like what they can and can't do. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, I don't know. It's really hard to say.
Yeah.
What's going to happen with Bethesda, but I mean, I don't think they're going to go under from this.
No.
I think it's going to be a pretty decent sized wake-up call, and I would at least hope it is.
Yeah. It definitely should be.
I feel like if they keep doing this, they're going to end up going along the same lines as EA.
Yeah, and
that is like the worst thing I could have ever said right there.
yeah. I mean, we wouldn't want that. I will say though, Battlefront 2 has been a lot of fun since EA got their shit together.
Efficient. Very efficient.
I said Battlefront 2 has been a lot better since EA got their shit together. Like, especially with like all the Clone Wars updates they're doing.
Doesn't like it when we leave our homes.
I don't know, it's like, I feel like the damage has just been done. Kind of like how No Man's Sky, like, will always have that moniker of being a fucking shit game because the developers lied to us. And we're never gonna play it because of it.
So, I'm glad you brought that up, because there's several things I would like to say about that. First off, it was Sony that rushed it, and it's because they rushed it that it turned out so bad. I will admit, you know, the lying on Hello Games' part that wasn't a good move, but I think Sony should have gave them more time to get it ready.
Well, see, I feel like no matter what, they were gonna get backed into a corner anyway. Because here's the thing. Think of it in the head designer's perspective, the guy that was on TV and said all that shit.
Sean Murray.
Yeah. Sony, they say Sony rushed the game for them. They're in a position where they are still indie developers. Getting the chance of the lifetime chance to make a big game as an indie developer and release it as a AAA title.
Right.
We try not to talk.
$60, all of that.
Return to me for your
And you know all these things are going to be in the game, but you know if you say that, oh, these things are going to happen because it got rushed, you're pretty much boned from the big companies.
Right.
So I feel no matter what, they were just in a shit situation if Sony is the main reason why the game was rushed.
Right. I mean, I definitely think they turned it around quite a bit. You know, they still lost a lot of sales compared to what they could have had, just because.
Well, I think that's something that is like a bigger discussion when it comes to just video games nowadays in general. Is I just feel that a lot of companies just go for the initial big sale, like the initial big amount, how much money they make for the first initial sales.
Yeah.
And then they're like, okay, we're good. Because I mean, I feel like as much as I like the first one, I think Destiny's 1 and 2 are the biggest culprits of that.
Yeah. I mean, Destiny 2 is definitely a lot worse about it, because you get like the new annual pass, which is basically seasonal events, and it's $35 to really participate in them.
Sure, like, they do DLC and they do all this shit, but I mean, at that rate, it's like, they're abusing the whole trope of, like, MMOs, where you get, but like, but the big thing with that, though, is the fact that, you take World of Warcraft, for example.
Yeah.
Sure, you pay for it, and you pay subscriptions and shit like that.
Feedback is
But you
the
get what you're
Just
paying
gonna
for.
blow yourselves
Yeah.
up. Better
I mean, come on.
quit now.
They don't like fucking
Thank you for your input.
short you
Overlook
on fucking
Shield is
content.
finished.
Uh-huh.
There's
Very
content
much like your
there.
home testing.
Because I watched one
Head to the
video from
Hyperion outpost
What
Fine,
Culture.
and get to the border
And,
cannon on the launch pad.
Hey,
They were
Kareem,
doing like how much time
know
they
what's
put
even better than
into
having a
a
fucking
specific game or
you're not
whatever.
paying no
Yeah.
And this one girl, bless her soul,
Oh my god,
over the
shut
course
up,
of
Dave.
playing World of Warcraft from when it first came out to now, put 6 months worth of playtime into the entire game for one character.
Oof. That's a lot.
That's fucking insane.
I mean,
It's like, they give you enough content to do that, though.
I know, and I mean, even then, look at whenever a new expansion launches for them, they get a good couple million
Shit
players
goes
on.
up.
Yeah, like the servers literally get stressed out because the pure amount of people rushing to play. Real quick, I wanted to finish this up for No Man's Sky. I think they turned it around pretty well, and they got a pretty good fan base now, especially since they were nominated at the Game Awards, and you know, I definitely had fun with the game. And I know it wasn't for everyone, hence Fallout 76 as well. It's not for everyone. There's definitely a dedicated fan base out there that's gonna stick with it.
Yeah, I mean, as far as Fallout 76 goes, I'm expressing my opinions based off of not just my personal preference, because like I've only put in enough time and gotten enough enjoyment out of the game to say I only got $5 out of it, or I've gotten like $5 worth out of
Uh-huh.
$80
Yeah.
I spent on the game. And I'm mainly rating it just from like looking at how many issues, because like obviously like there's glitches and other in like a lot of games, and there's bugs and shit. And it's
Bruh.
like, okay, these are very rare and often. Like this is like a 1% chance of someone running into it. But I'm looking at these and I'm looking at all these videos and shit. I'm like, oh my god, like this is insane. Like there's so much of all of this.
Dude,
Where it's like it can't be like pushed aside.
right. I mean, I love the T-pose enemies on Fallout 76. That was one of the best ones. And
Yeah, I mean, honestly, when it comes to shit like T-posing and stuff, I really don't care. That shit's just funny, that's just what Bethesda
Right.
It's like a thing with Bethesda. But like, when it comes to like breaking the game, you can't play with your friends and shit like that, it's like,
yeah.
it's kind of fucking hard to like sit there and be like, yeah, no, I'm cool with this.
So, one thing I will like to say about the glitches, they recently patched a glitch that no one knew was a glitch. And it was a certain quest on Fallout 76 called Feed the People. And it's like whenever someone would complete it, everyone in the lobby would get food. And they patched that recently. And no one realized that was a glitch. They just figured because the quest was called it, you know, people were getting food. And people want them to leave that glitch in the game because they feel like it fits better for the game. You know, someone beats a quest, everyone gets food.
I feel if they really wanted to sit down and try and fix that game, I'd say they need to shut down the servers and then do a big enough update to where they're confident enough to bring it back. Although I know they won't because they'll get a ton of money and player base, but at the same time, how big is their player base anyway at the moment?
Fire the
I mean, I would say it's pretty big. I used to play it daily. Right now, I'm just chilling because I got Black Ops I'm grinding.
I
And
don't know, dude. I feel like it's definitely kind of died down.
I mean, I would say it definitely died down because a lot more people
I feel
see.
like it's almost like at cult level status.
I mean, that's fair. I don't know. I mean, I see a good amount of people on Twitter still liking it, and like I get stuff in my feed of like people talking about it, still saying positive things. I don't know.
I mean, that's the thing is like, if you like the game, you like the game.
Uh-huh.
But, like, my personal opinion is, if they really wanted to get everyone back into it, but I mean, even then, it's like, I feel like it's too late for them to try and even do that. But if they really thought that it would work, just close down the servers, fix everything.
most efficient. The
But
shield
no game
works.
developer will
Overlook the
ever do
safe.
that.
Mm-hmm.
No day.
Well, I think this is a good
Because
stopping point.
It doesn't look good for fucking
Return to me at your
investors.
earliest
Mm-hmm.
convenience.
And it doesn't look good for stocks either.
So yeah, I agree. I'm thinking this is a good ending point. Fuck. For now. Because you know, like most of the topics I had on my list this week sucked, and we more or less talked about the majority of them. I said, you know, this is a pretty good stopping point now because we got a pretty good discussion going. Like as we were talking, I realized like half the stuff on my list didn't really weren't really significant, and I scrapped them. I felt like this was a good start to the podcast, though. Next month, I want to come back stronger, better discussion stuff. I felt like we ended off at a good point, though. You definitely were the right choice to bring along, because otherwise it'd probably be a lot more boring. But yeah, this is it, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Probably do this monthly because, you know, I love getting together with Jamie. You know, he's a smart guy, and he has some really good opinions, or interesting opinions, I should say. Any other ways?
If that's just what you want to call it, I
Yeah.
someone will find this and then try and smite me from across the stage.
Right. I'm still embarrassed too that I have my mic muted for like a solid 15 minutes of us talking.
To be honest, I totally forgot that happened.
Yeah. But thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and as always, like, comment, subscribe, and stay frosty.